Bulginaka, do you know that cybercrime is becoming a growing problem in Fiji?
Cybercrime is defined as a crime in which a computer is the object of the crime, such as hacking and spamming.
Cybercrime is also cyberbullying and using fake profiles to cause panic and spreading false news.
If you're involved in this or know anyone who's committing these crimes, report them immediately.
I'm Polly.
And I'm Peter.
We host the Traffic Jam Show on City FM.
From 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. every weekday.
Do the right thing.
And Vinaka Fiji, in this bulletin, lawyers under the spotlight. Minister reveals minimum wage plans. And over $5 million paid out to landowners.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Edwin Nunn.
The Legal Practitioners Unit under the Judiciary has been receiving reports against lawyers who continue to breach the integrity of Fiji's justice system. Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama says this unethical practice hinders public confidence to access legal services at various independent institutions across Fiji. Bainimarama says despite the challenge, Fijians can rest assured that the government will continue to prioritize resources to ensure everyone has access to quality justice services.
Through the Independent Legal Service Commission, government ensures the dispensation of quality legal service by practitioners and promotes law and order by protecting the public from unscrupulous actions by legal officers who do not have their best interests at heart.
Minister for Employment Parveen Kumar has updated Parliament on the review of the national minimum wage. The minimum wage is currently set at $2.68. Kumar says this is applicable to around 20,000 Fijians or 4% of the working population. The minister says a comprehensive review has been undertaken, the results of which will be announced soon.
The consultant will be presenting the 2019 National Minimum Wage Review Report within the next month, after which it will be taken through our tripartite mechanism, the Employment Relation Advisory Board, and then to the Cabinet. Mr. Speaker, I must here, for the benefit of those who have been playing political football with this issue and jumping the gun on this matter, to respect the process.
The Lands Ministry has paid out more than $5 million in mineral royalty share to 3 landowning units with 350 landowners in the last 6 months. Minister Ashnil Sudhakar says all land deposited in the land bank and later determined as a prospect site for mining will receive similar fair share royalty payout. He also assured landowners that their land will be put to good use.
The Bainimarama government will ensure that any land owning unit which deposits their land into the bank will reap the rewards handsomely. One of the successful projects is the first premium, the land rent payment to Matangali Voli of Ketei village in Savu for the 100 acres of land deposited in the land bank. The ministry on 23rd of December 2019 presented a check of $115,700 to the 5 of the 14 subsistence agriculture lots. The progressive payments for the remaining 9 lots will be paid out as and when received.
A 9-year-old boy who is currently under isolation at the CWM hospital will be able to know whether he has COVID-19 when he receives his test result this afternoon. The boy and his family, who are all Fijians, traveled from Bangladesh and transited through Singapore en route to Fiji. The 9-year-old, along with his family members, were screened at the Nadi International Airport on Sunday and were cleared as none showed any symptoms of the illness at the time. Health Minister Dr. Ifiremi Ongainabete says the youth was admitted at the hospital on Tuesday with a fever. However, the symptoms are not those of COVID-19.
Not all the signs and symptoms that fit coronavirus, but again, we're being extra precautionary. We've done this before. Fortunately, up till now, none has been confirmed, and we are hopeful that this will be the same. And we look forward to the afternoon when the result will come back.
The Housing Ministry will soon merge with the Public Rental Board. Minister for Housing Premila Kumar says the merger is part of the National Housing Policy as the ministry continues with its reform programs. Kumar says the amalgamation of Housing Authority and the Public Rental Board will make services more effective and efficient. Also part of the reform is the digitization of services provided by Housing Authority.
First, the cost will come down Secondly, certain activities which is being undertaken by PRB is also undertaken by Housing Authority. So by merging those two things, it means a huge reduction in the overhead cost.
The Land Transport Authority will not tolerate anyone caught abusing concessionary bus cards. This comes after the Social Welfare Department raised concerns that some subsidized e-transport cards were used fraudulently by relatives of senior citizens. The LTA says a fixed penalty of $150 will be fined to anyone other than the rightful subsidized card holder. The authority is also calling on cardholders not to misuse the government's subsidized e-transport cards, which are there to assess the needy. The Social Welfare Department, through the LTA, has confiscated some bus cards already. The Fiji Airways A350 has operated 238 flights between Nadi and Los Angeles, Sydney and Auckland between 1st December and 14th February. Civil Aviation Minister Eyas Syed Kayum says the new aircraft offers significant performance benefits in terms of fuel usage. Updating Parliament on the performance of the two A350s, Syed Kayum said the planes have become a favorite for travelers with Fiji Airways.
If one of the airline's A330s operated the same flights, it would have consumed 695 tons more fuel. Mr. Speaker, sir, on a direct comparison, based on the same passenger and cargo load over the A330, the A350 will save 1.6 tons of fuel per return flight between Nadi and Auckland, 2.1 tons of fuel per return flight between Nadi and Sydney, and 9.6 tons of fuel per return flight between Nadi and Los Angeles.
The Ministry of Agriculture is inviting submissions from the public with regards to which chemicals can be banned in Fiji. Following the successful banning of paraquat and imidacloprid, the Minister for Agriculture, Dr. Mahendra Reddy, believes there are other chemicals which can be substituted. He says these will be less harmful to the environment, and they've already received submissions with respect to the next step of the chemical ban.
We gave 3 months, December, January, February, for written submissions. And also, our staff went out and undertook consultations throughout Fiji. 3 weeks ago, we then invited all the major stakeholders, chemical suppliers like ECHEM, hardware companies, animal rights group, who have been asking us to ban all the chemicals because people are poisoning the animals and dogs, etc. To come and give your submission face to face. We had a very successful meeting.
Coming up, Fiji FA is serious about women's football and new motorsport season to start this week.
Oira na ngone no de nini enda be singa ni mataka.
Mersi sunga da kena loma dina kilo mikron.
Sakena ngau na metaro bina no baksa ngai ka wala loma taki na ngone. Dalabina oya o meliki.
Bulre oya o Samuel Samuli.
Nama kikirau enda be mataka.
Moniti kina makarombuka.
Ni wai tiri kalima na miniti me ono kina tiri na kaloko. Ena Radio Fiji One na ndomo ibiti.
Indau kina na mataka. Dan ramai na singabo.
Welcome back. The Fiji Football Association continues to support the participation of women and girls in football. With a number of young promising players, Fiji FA Chief Executive Muhammad Yusuf says it's necessary to help guide and mold these female players. Yusuf adds the association is committed to ensuring that the under-16, under-19 and senior women's competitions are played regularly to improve standards.
Fiji has got natural talent, and we know they can be world beaters in time to come if we look after them well, look after their welfare, look after their education, at the same time have qualified people handling them.
The Fiji Motorsports Association is looking forward to a new season with fresh goals. The association hosted 9 drag races last year and hopes to hold 10 in 2020 with a growing interest in motorsport. They will host their first race of the season this Sunday at the Nanuku Aerodrome in Pacific Harbour.
We had 9 events last year, which was like a history for us in terms of the number of races that we did in a single year. Looking at this year, we have announced to our members that we will surpass that 9 and we will hold at least a minimum of 10 drag races this season.
Former Olympic gold medalist and swimming safety advocate Shane Gold will conduct a training of trainers program in Suva next month. The program is in collaboration with the Fiji Sports Council. Gold is here to prepare for the program and says it will not only encompass competitive swim training but water safety and drowning prevention as well. She adds they did some investigations and have since developed and delivered programs to try and reduce drowning and uplift swimming skills. Overseas boxer Tyson Fury says he will knock out Deontay Wilder in the second round on Sunday's WBC heavyweight title fight in Las Vegas in the US. The 31-year-old, according to the Guardian newspaper, has never been one to underestimate his own ability. But Fury, who is known as the Gypsy King, is brimming with confidence before Sunday's fight. Even as the odds have drifted in Wilder's direction in this hotly anticipated rematch, Fury says he can't wait for Sunday.
Do you know what? I've done everything correct in camp. I've been here 10 weeks. I feel on fire, ready for anything that they chuck at me, to be honest. I'm fit and strong, I'm in shape, and I'm ready for anything.
And you can watch that fight live on FBC Sports on Sunday from 2 p.m. Cloudy conditions and afternoon showers will prevail over the Fiji group today. And that's your FBC Morning News. Remember to join us at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. For these stories and others, you can also tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. That's it from me for now. Have a good morning.
हमारे खूबसूरत देश फिजी में चाइल्ड अब्यूज की घटनाएं आए दिन बढ़ रही हैं।
क्यों बच्चों का मासूम बचपन अब्यूज का शिकार हो जाता है?
अपने बच्चों की सुरक्षा का खास ख्याल रखें।
उनसे बातचीत करें, उनके दोस्तों के बारे में जानें।
आज के बच्चे देश का भविष्य है। मैं दीप्ति
और मैं मोनिश,
आपके हमसफर। शामिल हो जाए हमारे साथ मंडे टू फ्राइडे
5:45 AM से 10 AM तक
रेडियो फिजी 2 देश की धड़कन पर।